I'm Kathy Steffen for Access Hollywood, and I am joined by Trixie and Katya today. Welcome to our interview, where we can talk about whatever we want, because it's our interview, and not yours. How are you guys doing today?
Honestly, this is probably the first thing we've done together for press in what?
12
and a half years.
Yeah.
So we're good.
It's good. This is a nice, refreshing change of pace.
We're cross-dressers in front of a Zoom in 2020. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. Although we have to give it up for this incredible setup, because I chose to come over here because I was just fed up with my warbled underwater audio and terrible lightings. So this is an upgrade for me.
And she has to plan on using the MacBook when her roommate's asleep because it's not hers.
Yeah. I live in a boarding house. We all share the same bathroom and computer.
Yes. Or they make her keep the computer in the family room because of predators.
I'm the predator.
I'm the predator.
Well, I'm so excited that you guys are together again in person, finally, because you're going to be hosting the Streamys on Saturday.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I
can't win.
Host, exactly. Well, this has been quite a year for content creators, because honestly, all the YouTube people I know are like, no, I'm going to have to stay and work from home.
Yeah.
We've been new, sis.
Yeah. It's like Jeff Bezos and YouTube people thriving during the pandemic.
Yeah. Kathy and Huda without the team.
Huda.
What's her?
Hoda.
Kathy and Hoda without the team. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the YouTube creators, the person you hear talking on camera is also recording, doing audio, directing it, scripting it. So it's really, the 2020 is the year of digital content, YouTube.
The year of the Renaissance person, thriving during a global emergency.
Well, and you guys are nominated for 2 awards at the Streamys. Now, I could...
2? Yeah.
2.
What was the second one?
Best show and best unscripted.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured I would have been in best long, smooth legs.
Yeah, softest skin.
Yeah.
Is there a category for that?
Yeah. Most passable looking woman.
Yeah. Most
Thinnest
beautiful
waist.
women. Is that a category?
Wait, best show and best unscripted.
Yeah.
Oh, who are we up against?
It's bleak. I mean, for best show, it's like some heavy hitters.
Big Little Lies.
Pretty much. Yeah. True Blood. And then for a best unscripted, it's definitely like Instant Influencer, which I think is like the juggernaut to beat, because it's a YouTube original.
Right.
And it's huge. I was on it. Crazy, beautiful budget. Let me tell you our budget. Let me tell you.
There's really not much to speak of in terms of budget.
We're in my house.
Yeah.
Is this not extremely similar to what we shoot?
I say this is a downgrade. I mean, no, that our show is a downgrade. This is more professional.
Yeah, we're used to doing very little with a lot. Nope. Honestly, that was the truth.
The Freudian slip.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
But we're not very competitive, but I will say this. The first year when you presented, I was like, I'm not going to be in town. Oh, well.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like middle of the night in the UK, and I was watching you present. Do you remember that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Do you remember you did like a bit? And then
I had been smoking weed. I'm just going to say that. And I got up there and something happened and I kind of just went off the rails, and then I left the stage, and then I blacked out after that.
I think you said I'm Sharon Stone or something, and then people looked at you and then you went, wonderful.
Hey, listen, it was just another illustration of the fact that I think that, personally speaking, I am out of my element when I'm in that kind of context.
It is a little, I will say this, I love YouTube, but when we go to the Streamys, it is a little, let's just say we're not getting starstruck because we often don't know who everyone is.
I don't know who anybody is, but they certainly know who they are. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
It's a little like Devil Wears Prada when she's at that thing and Katya's standing there and I'm like, yeah, that's the Princess of Genovia. You know what I mean? I let her know who everyone is.
Except I don't perk up. I just kind of fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the moment that I was thinking of was Katya when you got up there and you just said, I have swamp ass.
That was the same night.
That's what it was.
The same night.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have swamp ass.
Yeah. I think what was there was supposed to be a bit with a couple other presenters, but they didn't come out. And then I kind of just started talking, and then they never came out. And then I was just like, okay, great. And we were supposed to introduce a category, and I certainly did not do that. So I just walked away.
And they just started playing music.
Yeah.
And it wasn't copyright free, so it was just silence. They couldn't actually use the audio.
Now, I have to ask you, speaking of handing out these awards, I could ask you what your reaction would be if you won, but I'm more curious what your reaction will be if you lose and you continue having to host.
Katsy. Can I call you Katsy?
You can.
I know exactly what the reaction would be. It would be her being like, we were nominated? Like, and it would be being like, okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, everyone deserves everything except us. I'm not a very good loser. When we were at the Streamys, me and Ron, we watched the whole show. We watched this, there was like the creative Streamys, so it was more like the scripting and the lighting. And we're watching, and like, I didn't care about winning the whole time until they got to our category, and every cell, the million cells in my body started vibrating.
Million.
And then they didn't say we won. And I turned to Ron, the editor, and said, get my purse. And I didn't even have a purse. So he's like, what? I was like, get the purse. So he grabbed Jojo Siwa's handbag, and I still have it.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I probably would just immediately wonder, do we still get paid? And then that's it. And then that would be the end of it.
No, you'd be like, do we get to go home?
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay.
Is there a fast express lane for losers that I can get on?
I could see you doing the weather.
I'm weathered, girl.
Hello.
I love this hair.
Thank you. It just,
Anna Nicole.
you know,
And Selena Kyle.
it's busy
Batman
mom.
Returns.
Yeah, busy mom. Busy mom has a lot to do.
So Katsy, what we have is a lot of activated edges. In hairstyling, we call this activated. When the hairstyle, you can see a lot of pieces.
Activated edges.
Yeah.
Activated.
Versus this would be not activated because it's more like a loaf.
A lacquered loaf.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Lacquered loaf
beautiful.
and activated edges.
I feel like I'm learning so much.
And me too. And we're all learning.
Well, we don't look like you, Katsy, so we have to, we have to really suffer.
Yeah.
We're not like you. We can't just blow out of bed and just, perfect.
No, I told you I had to straighten my hair this morning.
You sure did. And you are wearing a full face of makeup. Yes, I do see that.
I'm excited. This is the 10th annual Streamys, though, and it's unique in that we're all at home.
Yeah.
But it's honestly like a mic drop for creators because we always work from home and we always do the most with the very least.
Yes, we do.
You can build a whole career with a GoPro and a drone.
I remember when I started my very successful YouTube page, I had nothing. And I still don't have anything.
You didn't have a computer?
No.
You didn't have videos?
No.
You didn't even have an account?
No cords or cables. I had gumption. Good old-fashioned can-do attitude. And look where that got me.
But because people are presenting from home too, there are also going to be new things like basically creators honoring each other.
Yeah, best bed sore category. Yeah.
I was actually curious about that because I heard about these creators honoring each other, and I wanted to know who you two would nominate to give an award to for your most influential creators this year.
Oh gosh. Well, let's see. Do you have to know YouTube people in order to?
You're like, okay.
Let's see.
Steven Seagal.
Dave YouTube. No, I would say
Jeff Bezos.
I would have a category for best apology video.
100%. That is a great idea.
And there's that's a deep field in terms of nominees. And I think that it's like you could have a really fun time designing the rubric for who wins that category, like sincerity, tear flow amount, yada yada yada. Yeah.
Sound quality.
Yeah. And a purposeful lack of makeup, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. Starting the video like I just woke up and I got the new,
Or best thumbnail image in a YouTube apology video,
Or just best thumbnails.
Yeah.
I want to see the nail plates. I want to see the manicures.
Yeah.
I like it, Brittany Broski. She's one of my fave YouTubers. And I love Brandy TV, that girl who eats marijuana and does makeup tutorials.
Oh, wow.
I want her to win something at some point.
Yeah.
But Brandy's nominated, so
maybe she'll win. Hey, you'll have to tune in to find out.
Wow, that was a wonderful plug for the.
But the Streamys is a fun event, though, especially because it's definitely a motley crew. Because we're awarding food, beauty, gaming.
Yeah.
People who traditionally are not in the same room are suddenly in the same room.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the beauty people show up on a different level than the gaming people. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, this is I feel like it's perhaps a more straight or more mainstream crowd than we're used to kind of rubbing shoulders with. So that's always an eye-opening experience.
Yeah, and YouTube is very hot and cold with fame because people could be so YouTube famous, but if you haven't seen their program, you don't know who they are.
You don't know who they are. But that's, you know, also like it's a fickle crowd, and I would say a vindictive one, just in terms of the comments. I was looking at some of our comments from the videos we posted on the Streamys, and it's like vile, disgusting, kill them.
Yeah.
So that's always fun.
But
do you two usually read the comments when you post your YouTube videos? Ever read the comments?
No, because it's not really like, I don't see the point in that. I only read them when I'm like outside of my neighborhood, because I'm curious what the you know, what the new crowd has to like, because we look objectively pretty weird, and I forget that because we have such a loving fan base. But it's always interesting to see what like Bob Regular thinks about us, and it's usually horrible.
Yeah, it is funny that this is like normal to us, but I understand that if let's say you go to, you know, Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you see us and you're like, what kind of, I can't handle.
Yeah, we're not exactly cheeseburgers in paradise, let's just say.
Yeah, most people just think we're Jenna Marbles and Trisha Paytas, and I'll take it.
You know.
That's the other great thing about the YouTube Streamy Awards is every year new super mega celebrities are dropping off the face of the earth, making room for new talent. So
absolutely. And here we are.
The winner this year might be canceled and gone next year, so get it while it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Such is the excitement of the YouTube world.
Wow.
And listen, I'm 31, she's 32, and we are about 40 years older than the average, the average winner, nominee, and viewer.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit like we are chaperoning the homecoming in a way.
Yeah, and it's a little bit disarming because like this is a generation, a very young generation of people who are so communications literate that like they seem to have this like really effortless, easygoing, articulate sort of way of speaking and being in front of a camera that I find totally dumbfounding. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. It's the speaking in front of a camera for me, sis.
Not the speaking articulately.
But I love YouTube. I mean, part of why, the only people like us from Drag Race, the only reason we get to do a lot of the stuff we do is because we do YouTube, because in YouTube, this is the only medium where, our show is us and one camera person and some editors. Yeah. And we do so much with so little versus like in real TV and stuff, you would need like 50 people to say like yes before you get to do your thing. And snacks, there would be snacks. We don't have any of those. Yeah, we don't have snacks. We used to get water, but we don't even have assistants anymore. No. Wow. It's really hard.
Can you file an HR complaint to World of Wonder?
I'm thinking about filing an injunction.
Yeah, I'm ready for at-home assistance. Getting in and out of the recliner. Yeah,
palliative care.
Yeah. But 10 years of the Streamys is a big deal. You have to think like YouTube is so big, even compared to 5 years ago. Yeah. It's only been around for 8 years. But 10 years, Streamys. And there's a lot of content on YouTube. Like I think every day it's 45 minutes of content is uploaded. I'm kidding. I really thought about it. It's like, that's not very much. Yeah. But YouTube is, and this is honestly, because of everyone stuck at home, YouTube has something for everyone. And let me tell you, I went cruising on I went down one of them YouTube rabbit holes, and I have to say, you can find the wide range of content truly does like span the whole gamut of the human experience. You have the most incredible, well done, breathtaking piece of artwork, and then you have surveillance footage of like a break room bathroom where somebody's just like the page, and it's like there's so much to look at. Yeah, it's all there's adult cross-dressers cooking with easy bake ovens on the trending page. Yeah, that's what's good about YouTube too. It is the melting pot, because people will find your videos you're not only their thing, and they'll be like, what is this? And I'm also always like, how did you get here? Right. What was the algorithm? What have you been? What did you search recently that I'm in your suggested, mama? Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's not easy bake ovens. No. It's hot, nubile, cross-dressing vixens. But you know what else is good about YouTube? Honestly, YouTube is so colorful. It's actually a place where we're not even that weird.
No, I mean,
We're not.
No. I mean, there's a woman, I saw a Chinese woman eating a turtle, like biting the head off a turtle. And
Is it alive?
It was consensual.
Yeah. Cooking like a mukbang, eating a turtle. Several turtles, in fact.
There should be a mukbang category.
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna do our. This is like a stepping stone to our own Streamies.
Yeah.
We're the Gleamies.
The Gleamies or the Creamies or something.
Yeah, and we'll do like best apology, best turtle mukbang, best nail art. Yeah, I love nail art.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, food. Did they say like a big part of YouTube is toy videos and food videos?
Yeah, toys, food, and
nobody's eating toys. We need to get into that market.
Eating toys, softly ASMR eating of toys. Yeah.
ASMR category for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Cassie, we're idea factories over here. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting me excited not only for the Streamies, but for countless new videos that I'm sure I'm going to see from you too.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat with me. And I cannot wait to watch the Streamies on Saturday. And good luck on your nominations for
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. Always a privilege.
Yes. And if I lose, I'll give you my address to send flowers.
Yeah.
And if I win, I'll give you my address to send cash. I'm looking for the $2,500 range.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll get that. I'll get my assistant on that right away.